that I legitimately am worried about the way that society is going and how people are becoming more and more hooked on social media. Now it's AI. Everyone's talking to ChatGPT all the time and asking ChatGPT everything, which is terrible for the environment. Let's remember that. But like, it's like outsourcing your own intelligence and real life connections to tech, to AI. And what that does is that when you spend your time talking to AI or talking to ChatGPT, whatever, you're atrophying your own social skills because you can bet, and there's a lot of studies to show that AI is not going to fight you. It's not going to argue with you. It's not going to tell you that your opinion's wrong. It's going to just nod, like, great idea, great idea. Great. It's always going to be very appealing. And so you can come out with some absolute garbage and talk to AI and pretend it's your friend and get all this advice. And you can go on the app and you can, pump out content on social media and get all the likes. And you're living in a delusional bubble. You're literally living in a delusional bubble. And you have not developed any real capacity to have healthy conflict, to navigate tension, to navigate disagreement, to navigate repair with a person, to navigate vulnerabilities. If you haven't learned any of these skills because you're alone in your room just talking to a chatbot and doing a post on social media, and this is happening more and more and more. And so I do find it really worrying. And then the other thing to add as well is that if you actually look at a lot of the younger generations, a lot of them, I'm not saying go get drunk, but a lot of them aren't actually drinking and socializing the same way that older generations have, right? They're not drinking, they're not having sex in the same kind of cadence. And from my perspective, this very health conscious, almost puritanical approach that we have towards our bodies, where everyone's running trackers and everyone's analyzing every bit of data on them, it means that people aren't taking risks. They're not letting loose, and they're not actually letting themselves be human beings, because it's when we are taking risks through having a few drinks at a party and talking to people and making some mistakes and saying something silly, or talking to someone you wouldn't normally talk to, but letting your hair down a little bit. That's where you actually start to build your own confidence. Like, you know what? I can handle it. I can actually handle putting myself out there. I can actually connect with people who are maybe not typically my people. It makes you more of a social butterfly, which gives you the social skills of intimacy, which are actually what you need to be a high-functioning adult later in life. And I really do get worried about this kind of increasingly isolationist, techie world that we live in, where no one's going out, no one's having fun.